Hello, this is wmpyr. For today's lesson, I'm going to start with a brief intro to arm weaving techniques. All right, arm weaving techniques in the Filipino martial arts is called double sinawali. All right, and there's a bunch of different types of arm weaving techniques. I'm going to show you some of them real quick, just like as an intro. Probably the most famous is the heaven six. Looks like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And you can keep going, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it basically looks something like this when you go continuous, all right? Another one is reverse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, so reverse sinawali. And then, of course, we have something called the 4-count drill, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you do it continuous, it looks like that, okay? So my point is there's a bunch of different ones, and the idea is to combine multiple ones together. When you combine multiple ones together, it makes it unpredictable, because you got to understand each one is a pattern. So each one becomes predictable. If you're just doing one pattern over and over, it becomes predictable, all right? If you combine multiple ones together, then it becomes unpredictable. It takes you that much closer to free-flowing, which is the ultimate goal. We want to get to the point where we're free-flowing so that we can adapt to the environment and our opponent, all right? And if you combine multiple ones together, it's going to make your arm movements very, very deceptive, all right? So now what I want to talk about is I want to go into this guy right here, okay? This is a training knife, and in particular, I want to talk about this. Reverse grip / Icepick grip, all right? If you have two knives like this and you're holding them in standard forward grip like this, all right, applying the sinawali, okay, the arm weaving techniques, this is easy, okay? You just think of this as short sticks. It's really not hard to do. When you go to the reverse grip, it's probably a little bit trickier, so that's why this video is going to focus on this, okay? So when we do this, all right, what I just showed you guys, to combine multiple forms of arm weaving exercises, we want to apply it to this, okay? And basically there's going to be 3 different ways to do it, okay? 3 different ways for the reverse grip, okay? And each one has its own characteristic because, okay, the first one is going to be basically like this, okay? Starting position, I'm going to just do the heaven 6, all right? We're going to strike with the pommel of the knife right here, okay, with the butt of the knife. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm still sticking to the heaven 6 arm weaving motion, but I'm striking with the pommel right here, okay. So once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The left hand is now, for right now, I'm just using it for punching, okay. So this hand, I'm hitting with a pommel right there. 1, 2, this hand is now punching. Number 3, pommel again. Okay, 4 is a punch. 5, pommel. And number 6 is a punch, or it could be a hammer fist type motion. Okay, and it takes me back. The second way to do it, all right, is to go ahead and retract the blade like this to your forearm. Okay, and now we're going to do the exact same motion. We'll do the heaven 6. Okay, starting position. We're going to go 1, 2, same thing with the left hand is punching, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so let's do that again. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Like I said earlier, the left hand for right now is just going to be punching, hammer fist, this kind of motion, all right? The right hand, in this case, now that we retracted here, this is a defensive counter-strike type movement, okay? This is very defensive. So as the strike is coming in, I'm using this motion right here, protect myself, and also counterattack right here. So that's number 1. Number 2, see, look, number 3 is also a scrape right here. Number 3, 4, see, number 5, okay, defensive, and number 6 like that, okay. So if you notice, it's the angle that I'm using the weapon is totally different from the first one, which was this way, okay. Now I'm going this way, okay, I'm using this motion. I'm using my forearm motion, okay. Number 3 is also going to be different, okay. So number 3 is now we're going to go snick it Okay, so we're going to have the blade sticking out now. And from here, the arm weaving doesn't change. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. As you can see, they're all stabs now. So stab, punch, stab, punch, stab, punch. Okay, so the idea here is the 3 different ways that we could use this: pommel, all right, edge, and point. All right, we're gonna mix them up together. You mix them up together, it's definitely gonna be unpredictable, deceptive, but the idea here is you want to be able to adapt. Okay, so you want to be able to adapt to whatever's coming. So remember, I'm supposed to be doing different types of arm weaving motions. Okay, so like this, and it's extremely deceptive here. Okay, as you can see, it's unpredictable because I'm combining different ones together. And the cool thing about this is I'm not just doing whatever. These motions here that I'm doing, I'm very, very familiar with these motions, okay, because they come from the sticks, they come from the arm weaving techniques that I showed you earlier. These are very, very familiar tracks for me. So if this was like a golf course or if this was like a racetrack, it's ones that I've done over and over. I've put in lots of time, so I'm very, very familiar. I know where that I could break off and go defensive. I can go offense from here. I could go counter strike like this. Okay, I'm very familiar. Or I could punch in here and then go into a stab. All right, so I'm very, very familiar with these motions right here. Okay, so once again, these are very, very brutal techniques that I want to show you guys that is based off of the arm weaving motions. So that's why it's very important, and I always tell people, even if this is what your main goal is, okay, to start with the sticks. So thank you for watching, and take care, folks.